there's an incredible, even in King Lear, the story that I'm talking about the dispossessed king, you find that in many, many mythologies of the world, but you don't know what it is that you're reading. You find it in the Arthurian legends, you find it in the story of King Lear, and you find it in many of the biblical stories that never actually happened themselves, but they're retellings. They're extremely clever retellings of the story of Aton and Akhenaton, just spray painted up differently to make it look like the story of Samson and the story of Daniel. But you see, they're really about one story that happened in Egypt.
Interesting.
And therefore, after the expulsion of this coterie, and they did go to Sinai, there's evidence why the mountain is also a very featured, the symbol of the mountain is seminal. But yeah, the Lion of Judea is the Sun Kings were inaugurated in Leo, because that's when the sun rose in the first year of the Egyptian New Year. So the Empire of Egypt, which lasted for many, many millennia, almost 25,000 years now, people are speculating, all the pharaohs were worshipped, considered born spiritually in the sign of Leo, and they were referred to as the Lion Kings. They used to have a lion tail. If anybody even goes to a coffee book table in Egypt and open it, you will see that the apron, all the pharaohs wear a Masonic apron, and they often have a lion's tail hanging down at the back. The priest used to wear the panther, with the cheetah skin. But the symbol of the lion was always reserved for the pharaoh. So when you see these beautiful lions in Trafalgar Square, and when you find out that the lion is the symbol of the Vatican and of Venice, and the patron saint, Saint Mars is ruled by the lion. You see, and you see this all-pervasive state symbol. When you find that the tribe of Judah has adopted the lion, ask yourself, where did the tribe of Judah get the symbol of the lion? Out of the thousands and thousands of symbols that have to do with their God, what does the lion have to do with Jehovah? Okay, let me ask that question. And then why is it that the symbol for the tribe of Judah is the same symbol and color as the United Nations symbol? It's just a slightly different design.
Exactly.
Well, the reason is this. They get the lion because the lion refers to their true masters, who are this Atonist cult, who've been operating behind the world religions ever since. Now here's the big clincher. As we said, Aton is always called Aton, A-T-O-N. But the T becomes a D in Hebrew. So Aton is referred to by Jews to this day, and by Christians, as Adon, A-D-O-N, or Adonai.
Yes.
And the great Jewish scholars admit that this is a rendition of the Aton. So the Aton is the sun god, is the Adon. But who is Adon really to the Jews? Adon is the catchphrase or the nomenclature that they use for their true God, Yahweh or Jehovah. So my work is to point out this. This has been mentioned in a few other works, but I'm really emphasizing this once and for all, so that the world understands something about the religions that they've been worshiping for 2,000 years, is that when you're saying the word Yahweh or Jehovah, a word that is actually taboo for Jews to even say by name, Jews will not refer ever from the pulpit, or a true Orthodox Jew will always say the word Adonai, be praised Adonai. But Adonai, whether the Jewish person realizes it or not, and in most cases it's not, is Atonai, or Aton, the cult of Aton and Akhenaton. So we have the rise of Judeo-Christianity. The Christ is an Egyptian word, referring again to the holy anointed one of the Sun King, the Sun Temples.
Isn't this a connection with Messiah, the crocodile fat?
Same thing. Same thing. The Messiah is just a term that was picked up by Jews. Messiah meant anointed one. It meant the one who is to come, who's the next in line, the next king of the seed of David. But the seed of David is the David, or the doves. Because the commanders, just like you see the doves at the top of the maces of the Queen of England, just like you see the dove being used as Knights of Columbus, or the knight, because Columbus means dove.
Exactly.
Who are these Columbs? Who are these Columns? Why is there secret society rituals involving the doves? It's because the doves are the Davids. That's why Queen Elizabeth says, I sit here on the throne of David. Me and my clan sit here, holding the throne for Jesus and the seed of David. Why would she say that? What is the seed of David? Who are the Davids? And what's all this Egyptian symbolism that you find in all the royal dynasties of the world? It's an incredible story here about these Atonists.
This connects to the British Israelites, and this is fascinating because, just as you say, the Windsors currently sitting on the throne. Do they connect themselves with the tribe of Judah then, I guess? Or?
Absolutely. Absolutely. They employ the six-pointed star. They employ the red thread. The beef eaters at the Tower of London, you can go and see it yourself, have the red thread, the red band around their waist.
Yeah.
Does not the Queen walk on the red carpet? Does she not say at the time of her coronation, we are here under the seed of David?
Yeah.
The Judaic symbolism, well, of course, we're now understanding it's not Judaic in the sense of religious, people would understand it. So, Jews can stop dribbling at the mouth and thinking that the Queen is so holy because she's mentioning what appears to be Judaic terms. No. These are free Masonic terms. They have nothing to do with the Torah at all.
Yeah.
The Torah is a book, just like the Bible, that tells people to live a moral life. Well, then how come Jews are slaughtering Palestinians all over the world and serving the dark forces of the Illuminati? Is that living a moral life? It's because they've been sold a bill of goods. The Jews do not realize that these same Atonist forces run from London and New York funded the Holocaust that murdered so many of their own religious Jews.
Yeah.
But many Jews have woken up to this now, fortunately, through the David Coles and Arthur Koestlers and Benjamin Freemans and others. They're now starting to realize, my God, we have also been placed on the altar of sacrifice by people who are calling themselves Zionists, but who have nothing to do with us. And who are these people that are first putting us on the altar of sacrifice, and as well as the Gentiles and the Arabs, getting us to fight like maniacs over something that has nothing to do with us, that's not mentioned in the Torah at all? Who are the knights of the Temple of Zion when the Crusaders went over to the temple, so-called of Solomon?
Yeah.
Solomon has nothing to do with any Jews. Sol-Am-On are the three names of the sun in the ancient world, meaning, again, it's the old Egyptian cults of the sun, is where the Templars went to be initiated by them and to be brought under their service. Because when these Knights Templars happened to be fighting the Crusades, I believe that they fell in with the cult of Aton. The cult of Aton, who have been having many power dynasties, surreptitiously I'm talking about, under the cover, not openly in history anymore. Because they couldn't work openly after they left Egypt. But they were an extreme money power in the Far East, as well as in the West. And therefore, I believe that the Templars met with these people. They were co-opted, and they were shown secrets. So when they say we were shown secrets under the Temple of Solomon, the Knights Templar writings say, we found gold and great treasures under the Temple of Solomon. Of course, all the mugs, all the Indiana Jones run out there with their spades, trying to find it's so preposterous, Henrik, it makes me almost want to just pull my hair out. It's like, you're now running out with spades, digging under the Temple of Solomon for a few coins. You think that that's the secret that they were telling you about? You're looking for the Ark of the Covenant. You think you really imagine that there's a real physical thing? I mean, can we grow up a bit and realize that the temple that the treasure that they're talking about, is not some pirate's treasure. It's a secret. Keeper of the royal secret. What royal secret that the 32nd and 33rd degree Freemasons are aware of? I'll tell you the secret. I've exposed it.
Please do.
That these people are worshipping the Christed one, the Saul kings from old. And that's why they're on their knees. And that's why all kings, the motto of all world Freemasonry. And you can see this motto not only in Freemasonic lodges, but you can see it on many courts. Is per me regnus regnant in Latin. And it means through me all kings will reign. Why has nobody in the research community and the conspiratorial movement asked the question, who's that me? When you see the New World Order banner at the bottom of the dollar bill, why doesn't people ask, whose New World Order? It's the New World Order of this Levitical, Hyksos, cult of Aton individuals, the true Yahwists. After losing Egypt, Henrik, they decided that nothing less would suffice their monomania and their egotism than to have the whole world now become theirs. This is what I'm talking about when I say get into the mind of your rival.
Exactly.
Come then, think in your mind. Sit down and think, my God, how you would feel if you and your coterie were given the big finger. Out you go, and never come back here. I'll ride my chariots over you, which is in fact what they had to do. Akhenaton eventually was killed, literally by Seti I. His chariots had to go and run over the guy because they were always trying to come back and infiltrate Egypt again. But you can imagine what the commanders and these great Atonist cult, why did Moses put up his brazen serpent in the desert? I'll tell you why, because it's pharaonic. He was a pharaoh. Moses was the pharaoh.
Of course.
Now, their hatred of Egypt is why we don't read any of what we've been talking about for the last 40 minutes in the Bible. It's because after leaving, because a lot of people will say, well, wait a minute, how come this stuff is not in the Bible if it's real history? It's because after the expulsion, these people became the greatest haters of Egypt and everything that was Egyptian. It's just like you being thrown out of a college. Won't you be sitting at the bar telling all your friends how horrible it was?
Of course.
It's the evilest thing in the world. When you were involved in it, when you were the secretary or the executive, it was the most wonderful thing in the world.